NewsBreak26 in southwest New Brunswick. I'm Vicki Hogarth. Here's what's happening in our part of the world. There's been a significant increase in cross-border traffic at the St. Stephen-Cowles border since Friday, now that fully vaccinated travelers no longer need a pre-entry COVID-19 test to cross into Canada.
It's certainly increased. We'll see bouts of traffic where it's lined up, past the bridge, but then it slows down and then it picks up again, so it all depends on time of day.
Some travelers are still arriving at the Canadian border without having used ArriveCAN, which is still a prerequisite for entry.
ArriveCAN is still mandatory. You can get the information on our website called travel.gc.ca, but essentially you can fill it out online or in an application. It's very easy to do. You input your proof of vaccination and your travel details. If I can make a suggestion, is that you fill it out even before you leave so that you have the internet, you can do it from home, and you can take your time.
Canadian Border Services Agency and CHCO are teaming up to do an in-person workshop on how to use ArriveCAN for Charlotte County residents. Email news@chco.tv for more information. While many locals are excited to resume cross-border travel, many border town businesses are bracing themselves for how this will impact local sales. Doug Harper of Harper's Exotic Animals and Pet Supply, which is just mere meters away from the international border, has yet to see a drop in business.
I've definitely had a few of my clients from the American side that were glad to get back, that now they don't have to order our Canadian dog food off a line, that they want rather come back and support us.
Harper was one of the many border town businesses who saw an increase in sales when the border originally closed.
I'm concerned to an extent, but a lot of my clients, when we did what we did when the border closed, we doubled our inventory, brought in a lot more stuff so people didn't have to worry about going over to get what they needed. And they know that if we don't continue to get the support, that maybe next time that border closes, a war, virus, something like that, that we have to be here for them. So they've kind of realized, and they see what we do community-wise as well, and they'd like to keep that, I think, and they're continuing to support us.
With St. Stephen now proving to be a viable market for pet supplies, in part thanks to Harper's ability to pivot during the pandemic, the big chains have seemingly taken notice, with Pet Valu planning to open this year in St. Stephen.
Prices are going to be the same. Like, a lot of people don't understand, we don't get to pick our prices. Our wholesalers pick our prices. But there's going to be a lot more things here that you can get here that you can't get in those pet chains, like happy employees all the time, greeting me, talking with our customers, meeting our dogs, our lizards, birds we've got walking around the store and stuff like that. We want that mom and pop kind of mentality, of co-op students, special needs kids that work in here with us on a daily basis. Every night I'd get 20-30 messages of people, something wrong with their dog, an injured animal, because we do that as well, the injured animal side.
Finally, former St. Croix MLA candidate Rod Cumberland is suing his former employer, the Maritime College of Forest Technology, for a wrongful dismissal.
I was one of 100 academics that signed a letter that was sent to the provincial government saying this is not a smart deal for the province. It's not sustainable, and it's also it compromises our wildlife habitat. If you look south of us, the United States, has been people going to court over glyphosate and winning millions of dollars because it's a carcinogen. And Monsanto has covered up the science, just like it's being covered up with Health Canada, just like it's being covered up at the symposiums that Irving hosts here in the province and the industry. It's been covered up, okay? And there's no question where this is going. This is the Agent Orange of our lifetime, glyphosate spraying.
Cumberland believes that his stance on the negative effects of spraying the herbicide glyphosate is ultimately what led to him being fired as an instructor. And his lawyer says there's a paper trail of emails to back up his client's case. Cumberland's court case was scheduled to begin on April 4th, but has been postponed to August 22nd due to the judge contracting COVID-19. I'll be sitting down with Cumberland later this week to discuss the court case, the emails, and the use of glyphosate in New Brunswick for an all-new episode of Southwest Magazine. That's all the news I have for you. For more stories and online exclusives, follow us on Facebook at CHCO.TV.
A news and public affairs production of CHCO-TV, New Brunswick's only source for independent community television.